fuck it, fuck the dude, the firefighter guy, fuck Trump, fuck the people that support him. I just want you to know, okay, just in case you're confused or it seems like I'm, you don't, whatever. If one of you were in the crowd and you're a conservative fan of mine and you end up, getting blown away or whatever the fuck, I'm making fun of you the next day on Twitter. I am, 100%.
Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? If you would, give us a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. What we have here is a nut job, Destiny, at the Omni Liberal. He took the time out of his lovely day to get on the murdered firefighters X account and write this comment. If you don't know, it's the guy that died at the Trump rally. He covered himself over his family to protect them, and he got killed. And Destiny, this is what he writes. This is the effing retard that got killed at the Trump rally. Effing LMAO. This guy is a douchebag. He's a moron. He's just an asshole. He's an ass. He's somebody that needs to get jacked up. For real. If you agree with that, give us a like. We're going to see what Piers Morgan has to say about this guy to his face. What we have here, ladies and gentlemen, is a nut job moron. And if you follow him or you subscribe to him because you agree with him, you are a moron nut job too. This guy is a piece of crap douchebag.
That's it.
What?
That's why conservatives deserve absolutely zero sympathy for anything that happens as a result of their rhetoric. That's it. It's so easy. Like, it's so simple.
Okay, but I'm not exactly sure what he's talking about, but I would say this is the type of person that the internet has broke their brain, thus leaving them with very little empathy for their co-human. I mean, a good, decent father.
I agree with him.
Is now dead.
If you agree with
him,
him,
his brain's blown out because he was defending his wife and daughter. I would hope that you have a little empathy for that.
Well, actually, I can.
Well,
let me jump in there because we have a clip of what Destiny has said about that very thing. Let's listen to this.
Fuck it, fuck the dude, the firefighter guy, fuck Trump, fuck the people that support him. I just want you to know, okay, just in case you're confused or it seems like I'm, you don't, whatever. If one of you were in the crowd and you're a conservative fan of mine and you end up, getting blown away or whatever the fuck, I'm making fun of you the next day on Twitter. I am, 100%.
And he's getting jacked up.
I just found that repulsive, Destiny.
Yes.
Yeah, I wish that there is no room. There is no room for the hand wringing, and I will never.
He's defending himself. He's defending himself. How can you defend yourself?
You are positioning yourself.
How can you defend yourself? This guy is crazy. He is a lunatic. How can you defend yourself after saying something like that?
Conservatives can say anything.
No, I'm not a conservative.
They can have any conspiracy theory.
I'm not a conservative.
They can have any plot. They can do any of these things, and then liberals are supposed to sit here and be like, "Oh my God, it's so tragic."
No, Destiny.
Absolutely not.
Let me explain.
Absolutely.
Let me explain my position because I'm not a conservative. I'm not on either side in your race, right? Here's what I think about what you did. You'd like to fire off, as you've done so far in this debate, about your fury at how disgusting Republicans are, how inhumane they are, how they never have any empathy, blah, 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 blah. And then you yourself actually are exactly the person that you're describing. You are
exactly.
You are somebody who seems almost gleeful that
he's a piece of crap
with a family, with a wife and children, who he was protecting as he was shot dead. That he deserved what was coming to him because he went to a President Trump rally. A man who was president of the United States until recently for 4 years and maybe again. You sound almost gleeful, Destin, and I'm sorry. That makes you, frankly, despicable.
Don't apologize to him.
I'm gleeful.
I wouldn't say I'm sorry to this guy.
He deserves to die, but You want to
This
talk about
scum of the
hateful?
earth.
Look at the conservative response to Pelosi's husband
No.
when they broke in.
I can
There
answer
are
that.
major
He's bouncing
media
it off
outlets. I don't
him
care.
back
answer
to
that.
Piers.
I don't care what your
Let me
answer
answer
is.
that.
The reality is that conservatives have been turning the
They don't
temperature
care
up
what it
on the
is.
rhetoric. They have been making fun of these types of events for years, and now when something happens to them, now they're looking for sympathy from the liberal side. Absolutely not. It's insane. It's unhinged
Yeah,
that you
but
can
here's the
conduct
problem.
yourself in such a manner.
This guy's
and
un-
feel sorry when things
This
happen.
guy's
Why
unhinged,
should
insane.
anybody on the right listen to a word of your hectoring and lecturing about
Exactly.
how they should behave? And by the way, for the record, the mockery of Nancy Pelosi's husband when he was attacked by an intruder with a hammer was also despicable, right? I can see despicable behavior on all sides, and I'm happy to call it out when I see it. You, however, want to present yourself as this great kind of standard bearer of decency who sees outrageous behavior on the right time and again and is incensed by this disgusting, inhumane behavior. And yet, time and again, since the attempted assassination of Donald Trump, you have displayed exactly the same kind of inhumane behavior. Fuck him about a fireman who is killed because he attends a rally of a guy he wants to vote for.
My issue with the MAGA kids is not that they are not empathetic. My issue is that they support a president that led an insurrection against the United States. I'm not here to tone police over their empathy.
80
I'm just saying
million
that if you're
people
gonna
voted
ask
for Donald
empathy,
Trump last time
I'm just
round.
saying, that's great. 80 million people voted for a guy that tried to insurrect the government, and it looks like they might try to do it again. I mean, like, I don't know what you want me to say. These are the facts on the ground. The idea that
So
these
you don't
people will be
like attacks on democracy. So presumably you would unreservedly condemn the attempted assassination of Donald Trump, because that's one of the most egregious attacks.
He don't like the violence, or he says he don't like the violence. That's the reason he keeps talking about the insurrection of the MAGA. But he's not going to condone, or he's going to condone the shooting. Listen to this moron, idiot, hypocrite, man. This guy. So I wish I could jack him up. Wow.
Attacks on American democracy in modern times. Presumably,
I don't think that
you will
anybody
take
should
this
be trying
opportunity,
to-
given you
I
are
don't
so
think anybody-
determined to protect the integrity of democracy, you would find it absolutely outrageous that someone has tried to assassinate a president, right?
If the other conservatives on this show want to say that it was absolutely outrageous
No, I'm
that Donald
asking
Trump
you.
attempted to coup the government,
I'm asking
then,
you.
then maybe I would. Yeah, no, I'm not going to get on my knees and beg for forgiveness or show
I'm
sympathy
not
to
asking you
conservatives.
to.
that
I'm
have
not
none.
asking for that. I'm asking you to condemn what happened as an egregious attack on democracy. Can you do that?
No, I won't. No, I won't. I won't.
You can't do that. You see,
Not
so
even-
why the hell,
Absolutely
frankly,
not.
Destiny,
Absolutely not.
why the
Absolutely
hell
not.
should we listen to
Absolutely
a
not.
word?
This
you have
guy
to say
is
about
Why
democracy?
do you think
disgusting.
Conservatives haven't been listening to a word that liberals have said about anything for 8 years.
Right,
What do you
but
think is
why
going to
should
change?
they?
You think
But
that if
here's my
liberals
point,
come out now
Destiny.
and they go, "Oh my God, this was so horrible,"
But
you
here's
think they're
my
going to
point.
go, "Wow, that is true." Maybe
Hey,
that
wait a
Trump
second.
should also like
Charlie,
turn the rhetoric down a little
I'll
bit.
bring you in at the end of this. I promise you, and you'll get a good chance to respond. But here's my problem, Destiny, with your whole position on this, right? Is that you don't actually have anything inside you that you want the other side to have. You don't have any of the empathy. You don't have any sympathy. You don't care that someone tried to assassinate
I'm not
Donald Trump.
asking for
You don't
empathy
care
and
that a young
sympathy. You don't-
fireman
you
with a
don't need any
family
of that.
was
I'm not
killed in the
asking that.
process. You don't
Just don't
actually.
support an
You are not
insurrectionist.
the person you want these other people to be, and all you do is play whataboutery with every question I give you. And I'm just startled.
It's
that
not
some-
what about it. We're talking about Donald Trump. We're talking about the temperature of this country. But here's a question for the two panelists. What percentage of this event happening was due to Donald Trump's rhetoric? What do they think the answer to that question is?
What percentage could it be that the other side, as we've just heard from Dave Rubin, has spent 8 years calling Donald Trump the new Adolf Hitler? A person who
Exactly.
was responsible for the murder of 12 million people, including 6 million Jewish people in a Holocaust. Last time I checked, Donald Trump hasn't murdered 12 million people. So much as you would like him to be the new Hitler, he's not. But again, to an impressionable young deranged mind who has easy access to guns, that can be easily interpreted as an existential threat, said President Biden. Somebody that needs to be put in the bullseye, said Biden.
Okay,
Only last
I'm
week.
curious.
And
Who
guess
do you
what?
think? Who
Guess
do you
what?
think?
Somebody
who do you
then
think
comes
is engaged in
forward
more
and
divisive-
tries to
who is
kill
engaged
the
in more
existential
divisive
threat.
rhetoric? Who is engaged in more divisive rhetoric over the 8 years? If you had to guess, if you had to assign a rough percentage,
Again,
I wouldn't even thank this guy for being on my show. I would not let him come back on my show. This guy is a retard. He is a moron.
You're playing
Democrats-
whataboutery. Again, you're deflecting. Just as President.
it's not what
Just
about
as
we
Joe
all
Biden, just as Joe Biden did last night, just as Joe Biden did with Lester Holt on NBC last night, every time he was asked, have you done any soul searching about your own rhetoric, your own ill-advised use of language. He deflected it back to attacks on Trump. And you're doing exactly the same thing with Republicans.
And I will do the exact same thing.
You say Republicans
you want Biden
you say
to
that they
disavow
are
a
lacking
bullseye
in
comment when Donald Trump was saying Second Amendment people could maybe do something about Hillary Clinton. Like, no, it's absolutely deranged. The double standard that's being asked here is insane. And you heard both of them say it earlier. How much did Donald Trump's rhetoric contribute to the current environment? Oh, not much at all. Like, no, yeah, I'm not going to say anything to these people. Of course not.
This guy is a moron. If you dislike this guy, give this video a like. If you like him, give it a thumbs down, and then you can go be with your 100 cats in your house. Be a moron with him. But if you like the video, give it a like. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. I love likes. I think I love likes more than I do subscriptions and notification bells. So if you would, give it a like. And I'll catch you guys on the next video.